Hello, it's your favorite sports Unc here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the fastest growing community on YouTube. Remember, Nightcap doesn't happen without you. So please subscribe or you're going to make Ocho cry. Ocho, according to a recent Athletic article, Deshaun Watson was a negative presence and couldn't be held accountable. These are the most damning excerpts. Coach Stefanski, I think he's a two-time NFL Coach of the Year, showed Watson clips from the offense during their meeting in March of 22, demonstrating how Watson could thrive in a wide zone play-action scheme crafted by Gary Kubiak and Mike Shanahan. But after he arrived in Cleveland, Watson never embraced Stefanski's system. He wanted to be in shotgun, and Stefanski wanted him under center play action, a more effective component. According to multiple players, those mistakes weren't pointed out in film session, frustrating at least a few veterans who believe Stefanski wouldn't criticize Watson in front of the team. When Jameis Winston placed Watson after he tore his Achilles, players said Stefanski returned to pointing out the quarterback's mistake in film session. Players told me there was a constant heaviness surrounding Watson in the locker room, and they felt different energy in the building departure after his Achilles injury in October. A couple of veterans told me it felt like a cloud had been lifted. For 3 years, the Browns consorted themselves to match Watson's strength and desires, but teammates ultimately grew tired of the organization catering to his ineffective quarterback and never really fit in Cleveland. He received at least one death threat.
Can I ask you a question? All this time, why all this coming out now? Just curious.
But here's the thing, Ocho. You asked a question. Remember you asked this question? You say, why everybody else look effective in the offense other than Deshaun? Look at the offense they ran with the other guys and look at the offense they ran with Deshaun. You should have had your answer. As I'm reading this, you should have had the answer to the question that you were asking.
Right.
Other guys were receptive of the type of offense that was going to be run. One guy wanted to run a specific type of an offense that he was so comfortable with in Houston. Now, for me, I'm a firm believer, Ocho. If you get a guy in free agency, you probably should do what he did where he was in order to get the max out of him.
Exactly.
But the problem is that that's not what I teach. I can't teach you a subject that I don't know. If I'm a history teacher, Ocho, I can't teach you math.
Let me interject real quick. If you see Deshaun Watson have success in Houston and understand he was able to do more with less, and he had success, where at that time when he was in Houston, he was considered a top 5 quarterback based on what he was able to do in said offense. So if you're bringing him in and you're paying him what you're paying him, guaranteed money, why not, as a coach, as an offensive coordinator, make sure you scheme and plan around whatever his strengths are and what he did offensively in Houston to make sure you get the same exact effect and result and product when he's in Cleveland. Not say, you know what? No, I have my own offense that I want to run. I have something that I want to that we're going to run that I created, my scheme, my plays, and we want you to fit into that mold. If that's not what he does, that's playing to his weakness, not his strengths.
Can I ask you a question? Could Deshaun teach him that?
Talk to me.
When Peyton went to Denver, he taught him that offense. He taught him what he knew. When Brady went to Tampa, he taught him what he knew. So could Deshaun teach it? Now, Mike, when RG3, that's really not the system that Mike wanted to run. But Mike went down to Baylor. He talked to Art Browse. He studied a lot of tape, and he implemented a system that was going to be conducive to what RG3 was good at. But even though that was the system that RG3 thrived in, he wanted to be Peyton. He wanted to be Brady. He wanted to be Drew Brees. Now, RG3 is going to disagree and say that's not the case. But I've got confirmation that was the case. So the question is, Ocho, can you teach someone the system that you do? Could you teach it?
Right.
Because that's what Brady did. That's what Manning did.
Yeah.
Kevin Stefanski knows what he knows. He knows this system works.
Right.
It works. There's no question.
It didn't work with Deshaun though.
Yeah.
It worked with
But
Deshaun.
he never tried to embrace it. At least give it a try. Ocho, what did you keep? What did you probably say? I don't like this. You ain't even tried it. Boy, eat that food and see if you like it first before you turn your nose up at it.
Yeah. Hey, especially vegetables. Especially vegetables.
Look, it's not working, and it's too late to turn back now. So even if you put him in a system, I just believe there's too much damage that has been done to his body. Second Achilles, he's gonna miss 26. Yeah. He's gonna miss 25. If you think about Ocho, he's played what? In the last 3-4 years, the man might have played an entire season. That's if you put the games together. He might have played. So what was that? In 21, he didn't play. 22, he missed a part of the game. 23, he missed a large chunk, and he damn near missed all 24. So remember, in 21, he didn't play at all. Ocho, he was healthy, but he didn't play.
Yeah.
You can't get nothing out about not playing. I don't care. Well, he preserved his body. But no, your body needs to go through that. Your body needs to drop back. Your body needs to feel these guys, and you got to duck and dodge, and you got to keep your eyes downfield.
Right.
It's just, I just think the best thing for Deshaun, and I hate to say this, I think it's just time for them to part ways, Ocho.
You think so?
He's as much as I wanted to see it, he's never going to be what he was in Houston.
Can I ask you something? How old is Deshaun Watson? No,
30.
I don't even think he's 30 yet.
29.
29. Yes. 29-year-old quarterback. You can't sit him out there to the pass.
I'm saying Cleveland cut ways. I'm not saying he should be done with the league.
Oh, okay.
No. He should be. Cleveland should be done. But Ocho, boy, that's an awful lot coming back off those two Achilles, Ocho, not one, two, and he hadn't played a whole lot. Think about it, Ocho. He's gonna play less than 15 games in a 5-year span. He missed basically all of 24. He's gonna miss all of 25. He missed all of damn near 23, half of 22. He didn't play all at 20 and 21. So he coming up to 26. Ocho. Think about if somebody asks you, Ocho, we're going to let you play 5 games this year, 5 games next year, but the previous year, you're going to miss the entire season. And the year after that, you're going to play 2 games. And then you're going to miss the entire season. And you'll come back off the injury. You're not going to be the same, Ocho. Your body functions. You need to be able to do that thing. You got to be able to see it. I got, If you're not doing that, Ocho, you lose that.
Damn, I mean that's crazy when you think about the quarterback position like that. That too.
It's all repetition because it's situations that you've been in. You start to lose those spidey senses. They don't tingle the same.
Same, yeah.
That's why it's hard for a guy to go to the bench and come back in, Ocho, because you used to dodging that. You used to seeing that, and now all of a sudden they take that away from you. It takes you a while to get it back. Now, think about you going away for 4.5 years and played 13, 14 games in that span. Coming off of 2 Achilles. Now, that's the most serious injury.
Oh, and the funny thing about it, not only is it 2 Achilles injury, it's the same
Achilles.
Ankle at that.
And here's the thing, Ocho. What made him dynamic? It was his athleticism. How much athleticism do you think he's going to have? Because he didn't look the same, Ocho, when he got in, and he didn't have no injuries to his lower extremities.
Right. And that's sad, man. Just in general,
it's hard to get that back, Ocho, because you stay in a boot, and it's just like anything. That muscle starts to atrophy. That calf muscle starts to atrophy.
Right. And other parts of the body start to compensate.
I just feel bad. Myles Garrett says the Browns are closer than people think to contend. I've talked to GM Andrew Berry about what's going to make the most of the talent that's here. We're closer than some people think we are. No, you're not.
No, you're not.
Not without a quarterback.
Why? Did he really?
That's what he said.
That's
we got it in parentheses, so that's what he said.
Miles doesn't believe that.
Quotation, excuse me.
Here we go. We just talked about players being PC, and not truthfully saying how they really feel. You know, you understand the landscape of the NFL. You look at all the teams that are in the playoffs right now. I mean, obviously, it's about offense, it's about defense, but all the teams in the playoffs have what? What's the one common denominator? Every team in the playoffs? A quarterback.
I think.
Don't fool yourself.
I think Myles, but
you had a merry-go-round and carousel of quarterbacks all season long. You're not going to be able to compete, let alone in the AFC North, until you get a consistent quarterback, a good one at that.
I think Myles is in line for a contract extension, a big one.
Hey, if he's in line for a contract extension, he don't want to get it in Cleveland.
Yeah, he do.
That's not where you want to get it.
I get it. I get what he's saying. You know, they drafted him number 1 overall. They paid him. They've been good by him. But I don't think they're close. He thinks they are. I don't think they are. Hold on. What pick are they in the draft? Who could they possibly get? And if you go to Cleveland, when you see the success that Baker Mayfield is having in Tampa, Cleveland 2? Oh, Cleveland gonna go. They pick number 2, Ocho.
Okay, they pick number 2. Where they going?
Quarterback, either Cam or Shador.
I mean, you know, sure, man. You think Prime?
No,
come on now.
I don't think Prime will. I don't think Prime wants Shador to go there. I do not.
Prime will intervene like Archie Manning did. Don't.
Oh, the mocks have him taking Cam Ward.
Okay. Well, hold on. If they got him taking Cam Ward, who picked first?
Titans.
Okay. So Shador basically to the Titans.
That's where the mocks have it.
I'm sure. I mean, they're very upset with Will Levis.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like yes, absolutely.
Oh, okay. I could see that. I could see that. Okay. So who picks third?
Giants.
In New England,
Giants.
Right? Oh,
yeah.
The Giants. Oh my goodness! So that means
they might go. They might get take a quarterback in free agency, and then take Travis Hunter at 3.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. Ooh, Travis Hunter. Hey, Travis Hunter and that. Ooh, that's gonna be nice. Can you imagine? I mean, Travis Hunter. I would hope. What position would he get drafted at? As what? A DB or receiver?
Because it's easier to create packages for an offensive player than a package for a defensive player.
Right. Hey, can you imagine? Can you imagine being in the Big Apple and how big being in that market can be for him?